welcome to Pins and Things. Today I'm going to be making a top hat. I'm not a pro. This is only the second time I've made it. And this is how it will end up looking, something like this. This one is for James. Hi James, this is your hat.
Yeah.
So that's how it's going to start looking. Right now, this is what I have. I have just this is 8 inches tall, and the circumference, the length of it, it was just a big long rectangle, is 24 inches, the measurement of his head. Show your head. So I measured his head. It's 24 inches around.
Have a big head.
Actually, it's 23 and a half, but I added a ½ inch so that there's a little bit of room just in case, you know, it won't fit if there's not enough, but you can always put something around his head or something if it's too big. So, but a ½ inch isn't really going to make sense. So that's what I have so far, and I just glued it together with a glue gun on the side. And now I figured out I basically just measured across here, which was 8 inches, I believe, to figure out how big this is going to be. I tried to make it as perfect of a circle as possible, and I think it's around 8. So now what I'm doing is I'm making a circle that's at 4 1/2, and I don't have what is it?
Protractor?
Protractor something thing. So what I did instead is I started off just doing this. So if you don't have a thumbtack, just make a little dot in the middle where you think the middle is and put it as close to that as possible. And then I've just been making little marks. And it takes kind of a long time and then drawing them together. But another way to do it, I just figured out, is to take a thumbtack, push it in on that hole. And then just measure out, so it's going to be a little bit longer, but it was at this dot, or this line, so I'll just okay. So what I've done now is I just took the measurement of Michael's head. This is the measurement around his head. But you have to add an inch. Adjust it how you will, try it on his head, but this part is going to be round because you're going to cut out a circle that's the same, let's see. See, look, there's 2 circles right here. This is the one that was cut out of right here. This was cut out, and then you cut out this is 2 inches right here for the brim. So this is the top of the hat, and you put it right in here, make it fit. Here's the brim. And I just make sure you put the brim on a place where you can bend it. Place where you can bend it. You know, like you can see the grain of the cardboard goes up and down, so you can't. It's not going to work if you try and bend it this way, because they go this way, but it will work really well if you bend it this way. So there's the brim, and I'm just going to glue it on. And then, I do think it works better if it's a little bit bigger, because you can always adjust it, put a little bit of cardboard on the inside or something, make it work on his head, but if it's too small, it's just not going to fit, so make it a little bit bigger. If you can't make it perfect, try to make it perfect first. But anyways, that's where we're at. So what I did is the circle was really too round. I think next time what I'll do is I'll figure out a way to maybe trace the oval of his head, because his head is not perfectly round like I measured it out to be. So I think top hats are circle on the top, and then kind of oval right here instead of, yeah. Okay, so now what I've done, the hat wasn't perfectly round, so I made some adjustments inside. I just cut out some rectangles you can see and kind of glued them in around where his head's going to be so that it will make it a little bit more oval and fit him better. And next, what I've done is kind of just flattened out the rims and traced around it twice. One of them is going to go on the underneath side and kind of fold in, and the other one's going to go on this rim. And then I flipped it upside down and I got this trace right here. And then the last one is going to be this one. And I think it'll be easier just to measure it out and the length than to try and trace it like this. So I'm going to go get that.
What do you got there? Yeah. Yep. Alright, what's going on?
These are the shapes to cut out. This, let's see, so this is going on the bottom. It just goes right there and then folds over. It folds over a lot better if you cut this. And then this one is the same shape as that one, but just cut out a little bit differently so that it can fall really well onto the brim. This is going to go on the top, and this, oh, it's dirty. Hold on. Okay, this one is going to go down this way, just like that. Ta-da! So now I'm just going to start gluing it on. Hi!
So talk about what you're doing.
I'm gluing this ribbon around the outside edge, just so it looks clean on the outside. You know, gives it a nice finish. So, we're finished! This is his top hat. We finished it all. We put all the pieces on. You do the brim first, the bottom, and then this top part right here, and glue it on, and then this one, make sure there's a little bit left over on the top. Don't measure it exactly. Give it a little bit extra so you can push it over the top. And then the top round piece is the last one that you put on. Other than I put black ribbon around the edge just to make it a little bit more clean cut. It didn't turn out as clean as I thought it would, but it still looks good. So here's the final product. Here's the top hat. It is really big, but it looks good. It looks good.
Flat.
Try to fold the brim up as much as possible, the sides, yeah, because that makes it look more like a top hat. Yay! Ta-da! James, where's your hat? Where is it? Right here?
Yep. Right here.
There you are! Smile! Look! Look at the camera, James!
Look at Mom. She's taking a video.
Look!
2 hats.
2 hats! Look at that! 2 hats! Yay! Good job! Thanks for watching Pins and Things. Subscribe to my channel. And comment and rate it and do whatever you want. But please keep watching my videos.